What's up? What's up, everybody?
How's it going? We are officially live.
Live. Well, while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and start an episode.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the Hot Rod Hangout podcast.
Whoop whoop.
I'm Matt,
And I'm Ashley.
and tonight we're just chilling live on the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, just hanging out, doing a typical live. I got told, or we had a listener that had wrote in and asked why we no longer did episodes on Tuesdays. And I said, well, we pretty much recap it on Thursday. So this week, what's going on, Jim? This week we have a special guest this weekend or this Thursday's episode.
Yes.
So figured we'd do an episode tonight to kind of catch back up on everything that's going on with us, and then also get to interact with some of y'all. So starting off, we'll go ahead and run through the dates real quick.
Oh yeah, I updated my dates.
Yay.
Well first, it's nothing close to us, but I figured we might as well at least give a shout out. If anybody is near Baton Rouge, this Saturday, June 22nd, the Ryland Strong Network is having their Cajuns for a Cause. It's their first annual benefit, and it is car, bike, and Jeep show. So that
And
looks
that's an
like
awesome cause.
yes.
The Ryland Strong Foundation is an awesome, awesome organization.
Yeah. So I saw their little posts and figured we might as well give them a shout out. Also, we have, I know we had mentioned this previously in Kissimmee, in Old Town Kissimmee, June 29th, from 1 to 11 p.m. is the Saturday Classic Car Show and Cruise. So anybody in that area. And then for the
That's
good
every
bits,
Saturday too.
yes. Um, oh, so then it would be this Saturday too. I guess I completely missed the 22nd date.
So Saturdays are classic cars.
Yes, is this
Okay, and
Saturday class.
then Fridays is the muscle cars.
Okay. Yes,
So
I think I did see that one.
everyone is welcome.
Yep.
Muscle cars.
Yes. And then for rolling into July, July 21st is our monthly cruise, the third Sunday. Meeting at Napa at 10:30. We're still deciphering where we want to go because we
Yeah,
just did ours.
and
And
that there may be some changes coming to the cruise.
yeah.
Um, whether it's we'll get together and cruise somewhere, but we may just start doing destinations.
Mhm.
Um, but we'll put that out later on another live. I'll probably go live on a weekend or something and just try to get everybody local to us's opinion. Um, maybe it's the meeting because it hasn't really grown, which is awesome. Um, well, let's catch up. Thad, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming on. My dad, happy Tuesday. Definitely. And welcome mom on the Instagram. But basically, we haven't really gained a lot of traction there. So we keep promoting and promoting, and we're trying to figure out what works best for everybody. Hopefully, more people are coming. I know that some people, there's deadlines coming up, so they're working hard to get some stuff done. They'll come out when when that truck gets done. Um, he's also building a chassis for me, so maybe I'm holding him up a little bit too. But um, but yeah, so we're gonna talk about figuring out what to do. Um, maybe change it up a little bit. Maybe the people close to us, we can meet in Bushnell and drive somewhere. Maybe Denellen has a crew that they can get together and meet us somewhere. We're gonna have to figure it out. Um, well, if you leave now, you can make next month's. Dad said he'd love to, but that's a haul from where he's at.
Yeah.
Just leave today and you'll be here next month. But we appreciate it. And we appreciate all of the support.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, like the outreach and everything. The reason we're doing an episode tonight. Yes, it's going to be the same stuff that's on the live. So if you listen to the live, go download the episode of the podcast, but you don't have to listen to it. It's going to be the same stuff. Um, but we're just trying to figure out what works best for everybody because we're trying to grow this community. And also, on that same note, if y'all are trying to do something not around us, let us know and we'll throw it out on the podcast too because the community needs to grow everywhere. And if you are close to us, reach out to us. We'd love to come.
Mhm.
So, um, but kind of getting that out of the way, we do appreciate everybody's support. So back to the dates.
Okay. Well, this is the last one. Is along with our third Sunday cruise, we have the third Friday cruise in historic downtown Inverness. I did get more details. The date's June 19th. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. So I guess in downtown Inverness, they close the roads for the
Yes.
show at 3 o'clock, and the car car club that's putting it on starts parking the cars at 3:30.
Okay.
So they actually start parking fairly early. But they at least close the roads down for us at 3, and then 3:30 start parking everybody.
That was a pretty good turnout the last time we
Mhm.
went there. So
Yep. And we showed up kind of late.
yeah, we didn't get
So,
there till like 6
yeah.
because we still do work normal jobs. So quick update on our cars. Uh, the 54, nothing's changed. It goes out. We hit the key and it starts up most of the time, but it hasn't let us down, so we're not changing nothing on it.
Yeah.
The Model A, we do have. I have the motor. It's ready to start dropping pistons back in, installing the cam. Still squirreling up some money for heads and stuff like that. Um, but basically, it's ready to start going back. I made an whoopsie and I ordered the wrong rings. Um, I seen small block Chevrolet 350, 4-inch bore, and I said, "Sweet, let's do this." And then I got them here and I went to put them in the cylinders and I was like, well, I was planning on having to gap them a little bit, but golly.
I think
And then I looked on the box and it's for a 30 over small block 350. So that ain't gonna work. So went tonight before the podcast or before the live, went up and picked up rings because of course I wasn't smart enough to figure out that they were the wrong rings and I started shaving them. And that'd been a lot of shaving.
yeah, because they overlap quite a bit.
But so we got BP Customs is working on my chassis. They're also trying to get a truck together um, for Slam Fest, which is September 18th, I believe.
September.
It's in September somewhere. We'll get better dates on that the closer it gets. We're still gonna try to make turkey with the Model A. But if we don't, or I'm sorry, October, not September. Thank you, Kenna.
She's like, "Don't rush that date any any more than it already is."
September's my birthday, and it was supposed to be Dragon Destroy.
Yeah,
I got those 2 shows back. So anyway, October
October.
is Slamfest, and they're trying to have her truck ready for Slamfest, while also trying to build me a chassis so I can have my Model A for Turkey Rod Run in November.
Yes.
So they're busy, we're busy. I'm trying to stay ahead of him for stuff for parts for that he needs to do that. Uh, trust me, I'm stressing with you. Uh, Kenna says, "Don't add to the stress." Trust me, I'm stressing with you. Um, I just got a body. At least your truck's fixing to head to wiring to go run. Um, But like I said, if the Model A is not done, we do have the 54. Um, it will fit in with where the spot that we have at Daytona. But I really, really, really want to reveal that car at Turkey, um, in true rat rod form, not painted, uh, probably unchopped, but at least running and driving. Um, that's going to be killer when it's done. I'm excited for it. So me and Ashley are just trying to get everything done that we can. So when BP, when Britain gets done with my chassis, we can kind of make that seem. But there are stuff that we have to wait on. Uh, brackets and stuff that kind of the chassis has to be done. Mr. Josh Rowan, what's up? What is going on? Uh, if anyone has a Suburban out there, there is your goal. Look him up and you can see what a badass Suburban looks like. Snooky is one very, very clean machine, sir. So excited about that. Anything else like
Um, well, I found a new thing that I like to
what's that? Oh,
do.
Ashley loves grinding. If anyone is on the Facebook, Instagram, the YouTube, uh, TikTok, or any of that, you got to see Ashley grinding on the Camaro rear end. Oh, that's another thing. We got the Camaro rear end for it.
Yep.
Um, so she learned that she loves to grind. That says if any followers are in Wisconsin, there's an event called the Showdown at Sanford Field, 1947 and older, flathead powered. Go drag racing down an airstrip. And August 8th through the 10th is the official Simcoe Weekender 2024. Hope it's okay. I post here. Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
man. Like I said, anything that y'all got going on, let us know, because if it's close to us, we'll try to make it. If it's not close to us, we'll promote it. Like, this is one big community. That's why we started this. That's why we want to keep doing it. Josh Rowan said he appreciates that. Yes, I seen pictures of that when you went to Mini Nats, and I was very jealous that I missed the debut of it. I seen it at Made of Steel, and that, like I said, that truck is impressive.
Mhm.
The showdown at Sanford Field is July 13th.
Okay, so right around the corner.
So yeah,
I'll be
so
close. Heck yeah. But
we do want to shout out.
oh, yes. As a lot of people on Facebook already know, Joe Elmore passed away yesterday from the show Tennessee Crossroads. Never watched that show.
He was also Horsepower TV.
Yes, that's the
I don't
this
know.
is
I
the
don't know
problem
the
with
other
Google.
show, but Horsepower TV Saturday mornings. Or I guess it was Spike TV at that time. Um, that was your Saturday morning. Watch Horsepower TV and then trucks, and I mean that was what you did. So
I didn't have those Saturday mornings.
no,
Nope.
but we have them now.
Yeah.
Except for now we do it instead of watching it on TV.
Or YouTube.
Yep.
But he was 80 years old.
Yeah. Got to experience some cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Martin Lawrence said, "Hey, what's going on, man?" Uh, yes,
I
rest in
drove
port.
watch him.
Yep. I think we all did.
I
So
feel like it was on that channel that
the
every
power
car
block.
household
It was
had
the
on.
power block. But yeah, they a lot of those guys. I've seen. I just forgot his name. Ian from Extreme Four Wheel Drive that had the show with Jesse Combs. Another one gone too soon. He was on. I was hearing him talk about it, and he was he kind of broke down about it because that was not a hero, but that was always like the people that kind of got it started and kind of made way for television, and then yeah, overhauling another show. But that kind of made way for all these other shows, and now social media. I mean,
Mhm.
a lot of the TV shows that featured cars, the guys have, a lot of them have come off of the television and went to YouTube or strictly social media. Um, like probably less stressed.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, like, when it's YouTube, it's most of the time I feel it's more in your control, like, when you want to record what you wanna record,
yeah,
you
you don't
know.
have to be somewhere.
Yeah. You're not trying to bust out 3 episodes in 2 weeks and no, I'll post once a month if I want to, you know? Whatever whatever you wanna do.
Well, and also on YouTube, you can kind of pull the curtain back and say, no, I didn't build that car in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't have the commercial mechanics. You leave and the motor's sitting on a cherry picker bare, and you come back from commercial break and it's in the car running, dressed, and you're like, wait a second, it's not that easy.
Oh,
But so that was a big shock, and I didn't never hear of him being sick or anything, so I don't know if he was or if it was just
I don't know. The little bit that I did, it wasn't saying too much
yeah.
about
He
what.
kind of went private with his life after the fact. Aaron Kaufman, Richard Rollins. I did not know that the. I thought Richard Rollins' claim to fame was the uh
You can't look at
what
me.
the Cannonball Run. I thought that was his way in. I did not know they started on overhauling. And Jesse Combs and Ian started on Monster Garage. Yep. Yeah, he talked about Monster Garage too. Uh I was going somewhere and I forgot where I was going. Um so what's everybody else working on? You got kind of know what we're working on.
Yeah,
Need to do better about posting stuff,
yeah.
but definitely it's getting time. We're starting to get stuff done, starting to see progress.
Just in time for the heat.
Well, yeah.
It
So
is a little toasty out
I
there.
seem like I feel like I've said this like in the past 7 episodes, but the electrical is almost done in the shop. Um, Filthy hot rods on the Instagram. What's going on, man?
Jeepers.
But
Oh, hi, Cooper.
hello, Cooper.
And Dad said he's working on his 71 Mercury Comet for the girlfriend.
Heck yeah. Got to keep the significant other happy. So they let us work on stuff.
Does she help you work on it?
Or is she there for moral support? Either way, still awesome.
We all know what I like to do.
Yes, sir. We've been doing good. Hope y'all are doing good up there.
Oh,
It's a
oh,
little
yeah.
cooler weather up there, so I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, a little bit.
Although today wasn't too bad with the breeze.
Mhm.
It was only like 87.
Yeah.
Do I have to keep them happy? No.
She's been helping. Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, man, anytime you can get out in the garage, I posted about it. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I posted about it. Anytime you can get out in the garage is a good day,
Yeah.
especially when, you know, your support, your significant other supports it and she's out there with you, whether she's got a tool in her hand or just kind of directing traffic and hanging out with you.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I did bring our fold-up chairs and put them in the garage for times where we're sitting out for a minute.
Yeah. So we'll get back on the motor tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um, and then, like I said, just, just like everybody else, squirreling some money away for the next Jegs, Summit, Speedway,
Yep.
swap meet, fine.
Well, and good news in all of that, the now I think we're down to just 2 different FedEx drivers, and they both know where our house is now. So,
Gonna be in the
hopefully
mid 90s the rest of the week here, getting tough to work out in the elements.
mid-90 oh,
Mid 90s?
it's been in the mid-90s.
Yeah, it was 90.
96 today?
No, it was cool today. It was like 87 all day. It was nice because the breeze.
Yesterday.
Yesterday it was like 94 when I left the house.
Yeah.
Uh, my dad says, "Tell Cooper his truck is the right color."
Mhm.
It is. It is. So
Oh, we tried that trick. For people that saw the thing on, what was it, TikTok? With the vacuum?
oh, yeah, we had a failed science experiment yesterday. I seen a TikTok, so I sent it to Ashley because, we don't have electricity out there, so we just have a run, or we just have a cord ran out the window. And I seen a hack that you flip your shop vac around to, instead of suck, it blows, and you put a couple bags of ice in there, and it's supposed to blow cold air.
Yeah.
It does not. What it does do is blow chunks of ice at you, which are cold, but the air itself is still hot.
Yeah.
So it pretty
It's
much is effective as just turning it on and letting it blow air around your shop. It
yeah.
does circulate air. It's just not very cold air.
I'm just better off with the fan. I'm it's
So I'll
quieter.
save you your $10 in ice. It doesn't work.
Yeah. But it was a fun experiment.
Kenna says that Cooper loves blue. Yep.
But anyway,
So, we did get paint samples.
yes, we did. Keeps the beer cold.
You just got to keep it in the cooler for that, though.
Yeah.
Uh, we I found a company on Facebook called the Spray Source. Shout out to them. And they sent uh pre-painted, so you don't have to paint them yourselves.
Mhm.
Speed squares or speed shapes or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And I picked two whites and had them send me samples, and I think we know what color we're going with
Yeah. One of
down
them
the road.
yeah. One of them looked a lit like, had that yellow hue to him, so we weren't a big fan of that, but the other one, that was a nice white,
Yes.
so
And who knows? When it comes time ready to paint it, it might be something different. Or
and
maybe it doesn't get painted at all. It
would you keep the name Snow White even if you don't paint it?
yeah,
Okay.
still cocaine addiction. I mean,
I keep when I'm scrolling through Facebook, I keep seeing those joking memes of, maybe a drug addiction would have been cheaper.
you ordered from a different place. The Spray Source, they offer complete packages. I meant to show y'all the Sunday when I come over. Um, you tell them what size vehicle, and they send you everything you need from primer to paint all the way up. Like, you tell them, "Oh, I got bare metal," or, "Oh, I'm in primer," and they send you the rest.
Yeah.
It's not as they don't have as glittery a stuff as the place that you had ordered from. I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
even
they're
think they have, or they do have candies.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
You just sent me the colors that you
Yeah.
were looking to get. Um,
They didn't have a whole lot of whites.
yeah, but the metal flake that's in it, that's why I ordered the spray from the spray
Oh,
source. Oh, that's weird.
I thought you ordered from, uh, I don't know.
Oh, the one on TikTok.
Yeah, the one we were with the spray can stuff, and they
Yeah.
also offer paints. I don't know.
Um, but the metal flake in it is very
Oh, Tropical Glitz.
Uh,
That's who I was talking about. That's who I thought you were talking about.
maybe she got that pink from.
Oh, I forgot you ordered other paint.
Yep,
My bad.
we were there when
I can't
Brighton
keep up.
sprayed it, and then one blew away.
Single stage it and send it. It may end up that way too.
Who knows?
It will it'll all depend. I mean I wanted to do bare metal at first, so
Yeah,
then I had to name it with a
yeah.
color in it. So it may remain.
I mean, I feel like it could always be Snow White because it started out white.
Well, it could be Snow White because Snow White, cocaine addiction, and riding in that car is going to be exciting.
Yes.
So
But I mean, either way, we weren't anticipating for it to be painted for turkey
no, it
either way.
I
So
know it's not going to be
yeah.
painted for turkey. I'm not even trying for that.
So, but like we'll at least have a little bit of extra time to decide what you want to do,
Yeah,
and then
I
kind of
just want it running and driving.
yeah,
Once you paint something, you have a certain expectation of it being nice, and it's very hard to keep that expectation. That is true.
yeah,
Like I said, well, it that we have plenty of time to decide on that.
yeah.
I just got a free offer from Paint Source, so I was like, "Hey, yeah, send me 2 of 'em." Um,
And I mean, also too to that point, we got Michelangelo where I mean, I understand his paint is like OG paint, but
yeah,
we don't wash them except for pollen season.
we wash them, we just don't we don't keep up with it, like because every time you wash it, more paint comes off.
Yeah, that's why my car is in primer.
Yeah, yeah, they're clean until you drive your open wheel cars, yes, so soon
Yeah.
as you drive, that's over.
Yep. We live on a dirt road too, so that's a
Well, and the Model A, the back tires are gonna be, uh, pretty much they're gonna be like 8, 10 inches above towards the roof, so,
maybe it'll just sling away.
Filthy says he was offered a really nice jet black for the Roadster pickup frame recently, so now I'm on the hook to make the rest of the truck nice. Well, the frame and everything will be painted, and it's gonna have, um there's a little bit of chrome on the motor, uh, the pulleys are, uh they're not polished, but they're also not satin.
Mhm.
Um, Gilmore Drive, so big ass pulleys.
Yeah.
Uh, the valve covers are gonna be stainless or stainless looking. The oil pan is black, so there's gonna be like a mixture. Um, but then of course chrome
Mhm.
for the intake, for the carburetors and intakes on the carburetors rather.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a mix. That says where can he send pictures? Facebook, Instagram, it don't matter. Um, it's gonna be a mix. Even if the truck's in bare metal, it's gonna be a mix of, grungy,
Mhm.
hot rod, some nice parts, but I'm definitely not going. Uh, it's gonna be a driver, so I'm not nitpicking it. It's gonna be nice, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be a driver.
The well kept daily.
Yeah. Dad says he agrees with that. Open wheel also. Yeah, dad's 34. He completely understands that whole wash it, drive it down the road, and it no longer is nice and shiny as it used to be.
Yeah. But oh, we got a delivery. Anyways, but yeah, and we'll be understanding that struggle. But
Dang.
uh-oh.
Well, for everybody that's listening to the podcast, if you go to the live, you'll get to see that's really, really cool Model A
Oh, snap.
with a flathead, cheater slicks, and all of it.
Would you look at it?
All right. Where was that hiding in the pictures that you sent me before? No, I'm just kidding. That's clean.
Very nice.
Instagram is just now seeing it.
Yep. I was watching on the
that delay,
Instagram.
that delay on the old Instagram.
Yeah, it's okay. No, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because this is what it's all about. Y'all help fill the voids.
So we just another date that's to be on the lookout for. January 18th and 19th. We are going to do uh we're going to do our little gathering show hangout. Just so keep those dates in mind. Those will be the dates. We just have to lock down some locations and some stuff like that. Unfortunately, Dad, I can't get to your pictures. If you send them to me, though, I can. Or actually, I might be able to get to them on Facebook.
I was gonna say they're all over our Facebook as it is.
Hold that.
Anyway, for
Actually,
people
talk
that
to him.
just listening, you can go to our Facebook page and see for our Father's Day post. We posted a picture of Dad's
I did see.
truck.
Ashley pays attention.
Not really. I just
I completely forgot it.
but so anyways. So that'll be good in January. Nice and cool weather.
Yeah. I don't know if it's probably going to be just a hangout. Um, maybe get some people to do some people's choices. We'll probably give an award away. So there's Michelangelo. There's Dad's truck
Yep.
with the old tires on it. Dad got new tires.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Awesome.
Anyway.
And also, he didn't tell me this, but also, if you have a Nova out there and you really like Dad's truck, holler at us. Although now that he got new tires on it, it might be a little harder to get away from him.
I don't know if you swing a Nova in front of his face.
So
I don't know.
the Nova was kind of his Model A. He's on the hunt for one. The Nova is his Model A. I was on the hunt for a Model A. He was on the hunt for a Nova. So, but yeah, I mean, what else? That was yeah,
Words.
that one. What's everybody else working on? What everybody got going on?
Hey, it's what happens when you're on a live. The words get tripped up. I do it all the time. Oh goodness gracious. But anyway, so hopefully this weekend won't be too excruciatingly hot. That be able to get some stuff done. I got a half beaten up chicken for trade. Oh, goodness. Oh, shnikes.
My dad is, figuring out that, we're a little bigger than they were in '34,
A little bit.
height-wise and, size-wise.
Yeah.
But it's a good running little truck,
Yeah.
keeps up pretty good with Michelangelo. I'm just kidding. I mean, Michelangelo, when you're sitting in it, looks like you're hauling ass because the speedo says 80, so I don't think that car would do 80 if you pushed it off a cliff.
Oh, no. But, I mean, it
It does get up and go
I
pretty
was
good
gonna
for what it
say,
is, though. You
there
know,
being what, a 980? I can't do math right now.
yes, my mom likes their truck. 80 in the 54 is like 60.
Yeah. 80 on the speedometer is like 60.
Yeah,
And then when we try to push 70, that's when our dinger goes goes
or dinger,
the
wiper.
wiper.
Well, there goes the PG, Thad.
Yeah, my bad. It is what it is. We've been doing this long enough. They know I stumble up on words.
Yeah,
I make no sense.
you just got to make up words sometimes.
Yep.
So Thursday we have a guest. He has a podcast, and look forward to having him on. I talked to him a little bit. We tested the streaming software to make sure that everyone could make sure that he could get on and make sure the volumes and everything like that. Uh, and so I'm excited to have him on because he's doing basically what we do, and kind of we have the same ideas and stuff. So that should be a good episode. I'm excited to talk to him. My dad says the reliability of Michelangelo impresses him. Me too. Every time I drive it,
Every time it wants to start.
it has not failed to start. Like we joke that it doesn't, but
Yeah.
uh,
Sometimes you just have to hit it a couple times.
yeah, it's a battered old man.
Yeah.
So every once in a while you got to kick it in the lung.
Yeah. Or smack it on the dash like I did the other day. I was like, "Come on."
Uh, yeah, Ashley actually drove that car. She backed up a whole 5 feet.
We don't need to talk about that. Anyway.
Need to find the 2-for-1 turbo 350
Oh, jeez.
or a turbo 350 and a 700 R4 so I could swap one in the 54 and have one for the Model A.
Hey, if there's a 2-for-1 deal, we're buying them out and selling them again. Is that
That car would be way more fun with it.
Yeah.
And you'd get to drive it more, which is kind of the whole point. Because there's something
Mm,
special, and without driving it, you kind of don't understand it. There's something special about uh uh driving an old car. Like you kind of get it from the passenger side, you get the thumbs up and the
mm,
everything like that, but there's just something about the ticks and rattles and rolls and in that car, the scraping and the that just makes it cool, you know.
yeah.
And I guess like new cars, like they're expected to run.
Yeah.
They're expected to ride good. Like so when you get in something old and it starts, you're like, yeah, that's what's up. And then you're driving and you're like, oh yeah, feeling the road. That's a little far north to send a transmission for a rebuild, but
Well,
I'm not even real picky. If I found a turbo 350 or a turbo 400, either one um, for the Model A, I'd be happy. feel like the 54 will probably be a stick shift until we decide if Ashley's gonna wanna do that car or not, and then it'll probably end up with the it's not really gonna make enough power to justify a turbo 400. I mean, if I find one, then it is what it is, but it's a mild small block. It's not bored. That was the whole reason for the piston ring debacle.
Yeah.
Um, it's got a comp cam or it's gonna have a comp cam, mother thumper cam, just so it has a little bit of rumble to it. Um, it is gonna have disc brakes all the way around. We did find a rear end,
Yep.
and then yeah,
Mhm.
my dad has a turbo 400 in his 34, and it works good. So it doesn't either one would work. Um, turbo 350 tends to be there's more of them, but they're kind of far away, and I can't justify the drive for the price that people are asking for them right now.
Yeah.
If it comes down to the end of it where I need
Mhm.
a transmission, then obviously I'll drive for it. But definitely if I could find one, you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes away, that would be mucho better.
Yes.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, the rear axle gearing is going to change because the Camaro rear end, 4th gen Camaro rear end that we went with, was supposed to be a V8 rear end, but it was a V6, so it has a very open differential. So I plan to put some sort of limited slip unit in it. Think I believe it's a 323 gearing right now. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. I didn't write it down.
And I just spun it for you. I don't know what you were calculating out.
So no, I don't want to weld the rear gear, Thad. Um, just because even though I am extending the wheelbase out to roughly 108 inches, I don't want it to push. Um, I want it to be drivable. Like I want to be able to put Ashley in it and let her drive it where it's not fighting the steering. Yes, I've thought of that.
And like you said, it's just gonna be one of those we're not gonna go racing it.
Yeah, no, and it's literally just the the I want it to be able to spin both. I want it to spin both back tires. Um, I don't want to get hung up at a red light. If it starts raining, I don't want to have to try to idle for get it up to 20 or 30 mile an hour before I get in it. I want to be able to leave red lights and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason for the locker. And if I wanted to spiritedly roll them over, you know, it's way cooler when both tires make smoke. But it's not gonna be a drag car, or I'm not gonna put it in a burnout pit. It's not being built for that. So that asked, fair enough. Go early 9-inch. What suspension setup? 4 link or leaf spring? So, um, you have missed the build on the Model A. So the Model A is going to be on a custom chassis with a triangulated 4 link air suspension front and rear. It will lay on the ground. Um, the early 9-inch isn't wide enough for a sedan body,
Yeah.
like quite a bit narrower. Um, so a 9-inch out of an F1, which is the widest 9-inch, was 59 inches wheel mounting surface to wheel mounting surface. The 4th gen Camaro that I got is 65 inches wheel mounting surface to wheel mounting surface. So, and it came with disc brakes, and it was supposed to come with limited slip, but I bought that out of a they pick it and
Mhm.
or I pick it, they pull it. So I didn't get to verify that before. It's really no big deal. Um, Again, it's not a high horsepower build. Um, if it's got 300 horse, I'll be happy. Yeah, I will probably put a limited slip in it. Um, but it's not I'm not building it to go drag racing with it. I'm not building it to be a burnout machine. I'm not building it for it's just going to be a cruiser. Uh, I work pretty close to the house, so it will probably take a lot of trips to work.
Yeah.
Um, I'm building it so if I want to or if I need to, I can hop up on the interstate and run a couple exits. It's not going to beat the car to death, where the 54, it wouldn't make it. Oh, I didn't say that I wouldn't do burnouts. I'm saying that I won't put it in a pit. Like, it's not gonna be a burnout car. Um,
Not gonna go a minute straight
yeah,
blowing smoke.
roll them over in a parking lot because some kid is looking. Kids like burnouts. Yes,
Mhm.
me,
Kinda like what you do with
me. I'm the kid. Yeah.
like what you
Um.
do with your diesel.
Yeah. I mean.
Hit on it just a little bit harder just to get some smoke rolling.
Yeah. I mean, it's just gonna be an enjoyable car. It's not like I said. It doesn't need to win any beauty pageants. It doesn't. I'm not trying to set any land speed records with it. Just something that me and Ashley can, get in, be comfortable, be cool physically, not or look cool, not actually be cool. Um, it's weird. It's a 4-door.
Mhm.
Back doors are getting welded, but started life as a 4-door. 5 window. Like it's it's just gonna be something cool that we can cruise. Um, I made a connection. Shout out again. I don't know if Kenna and Kenna Cooper and Britton are still on, but BP Customs, I connected with them. Kind of, we knew of each other. Kind of reconnected, made friends. He's building the chassis for it. Um, he's kind of in the same boat. He's trying to make small business be a little less of a part-time thing and trying to make something of it. So it'll kind of show off some skills that he has for stuff other than mini trucks because they're also building his girlfriend a mini truck right now. So that'll be, you know, her truck will debut in October. The Model A, I'm hoping we'll make Turkey Rod Run with it. If not, then that car will should be um, close to its final form. I mean, they're never done.
Yeah.
Um, but close to its final form for our January podcast show.
Mhm.
That says, haha, then why build it? Go bigger, go home. In all fairness, I look forward to the build going to be sweet. Don't weld the doors. The 4 doors are sweet. So the reason that I'm welding the doors is because they're not going to open anyway. Um,
Whether it's regular or suicide. Currently, the back doors are
yeah,
suicide,
they
but
are
they're still not
suicide,
gonna.
but the tires are going to be in front of the doors. So I'm just going to weld them shut. The windows are still going to stay. I may leave door handles, so it'll still look like the doors are there or not, but the windows will still be there. So
Mhm.
you'll kind of tell that something's off, you'll just have to figure out what's off.
Yeah.
Because on a two door, there's the windows at the door, obviously, and then bigger windows. Um, so that's why I'm welding the door shut because they're not going to be useful,
Yeah.
and I don't want the chance of rolling them over and the doors coming open and smacking a tire or something like that because latches on Model A's aren't that secure. um,
Yeah. I mean, we did mull over the idea of keeping the back doors for a brief time, whether cutting them just to make them like little tiny doors or whatever, but it would just make more sense for us to
yeah,
just weld it because like you said, the tires are going to be in the way and they're not going to be usable.
I mean it's a 17-inch kick up in the rear frame.
Mhm.
Then the body's going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, the body's going to be a quarter inch off the ground. The frame's going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
So there's really no reason for them doors to be there. It's just another thing that could possibly open up, not be straight,
Mhm.
whereas welding them, one, it's going to add structure to that body. And two, I don't have to worry about the doors coming open, smacking a tire. And then, if I do end up painting it, now I have black marks on the doors where the tire shut the door back or something. It's just trying to eliminate it, doing that kiss rule, keep it simple, stupid, even though the rest of it's not going to be simple. That's
Uh, yeah. I mean, I don't think the doors will change, but little things will change here and there as we go
oh yeah,
along. Because we're gonna see something that's not gonna work. And I mean, already we've gotten we when we were originally looking at doing the 40 and then the 32, like we were picking stuff up at swap meets that were like, oh, this would be really cool to put on this, or
yeah,
this would be, and we're coming to realize now it's like, okay, maybe this isn't meant for this particular build, like the
yeah.
headlights. The headlights are gorgeous. I love those headlights, but they
I
might
think it
not.
needs big headlights.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, any thoughts to finding a two-door sedan? I looked,
We looked
I
for
looked
months.
and looked and looked, and um, the ones in the price range that I was kind of looking in were really, really nice, but there was always something. So the subfloor had been cut out of, so it was just a body. Well, that's fine, but how much did that body spring? Because uh the floor, I don't know about in your coupe, but the floor of the sedan is wood with metal seat trays. So there's not a whole lot holding them together. Um, so once you remove the wood, if you don't brace them and you don't do any of that, uh, they just flex either in or out. They spring. Um, but yes, I did look for a 3031 two-door sedan. I happened to find this one as a complete car for what I would have paid for a body. It is a 29, but it's a Murray, so it's got a 3031 cowl panel on it. Um, Obviously the gas tank has been removed, so that uh, the gas filler hole has been filled or in the process of being filled. 90-year-old sheet metal doesn't weld very well, but working through the process.
Yes.
Vinny, yo, what's going on, man? So yeah, that's how I ended up with a four door. Um, two door. I knew I wanted to put it on the ground, so a two door coupe. Um, I would have put the tires when it's laid on the ground would have been way high over top of the rail. Minnesota has a couple. I'll message you them. Obviously, some rust repair. My coupe is all metal, and when I replace them, I list 7/8 body width somewhere with the reproduction sub rails. Yeah. So that car is going to get a 4-inch channel. Well, 3 3/4 channel because I want the frame to sit on the ground before the body does.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did a lot of research and then just coming up, and that body itself is very solid. So, and I don't want if I feel like if you do a two-door coupe, you're competing with a bunch of people that build really, really, really clean coupes or sedans rather, two-door sedans. Um, you're competing or not competing, but your car's always gonna get compared to Ricky Bobby. It's always gonna get compared to Six Speed Shop, which they build awesome.
Benny has no hot rod stuff tonight watching the Florida Panthers. Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
that's right. We're playing somebody up there. I heard them talking at work. Somebody took their football bat to a baseball game and a
They just
and
need
a hockey game broke out or something. I don't know.
they need to put a car in the middle of the
I don't
field,
do
and then we'll watch.
sports. Yeah, he's keeping his eye boy. Yeah, so that was it. That car, um, Zach Parks, if you watch this later, he will comment on your thing and tell you that you should chop it. Um, so the eventual plan for that car is the channel. I'm gonna try to keep it like a quarter inch, like I said, a quarter inch off the ground. The frame itself will lay on the ground. Then I'm gonna put seats in it, and I'm gonna measure, and it's gonna get chopped.
Mhm.
I don't know how drastic of a chop, but it will be chopped.
Yes.
Um, if it makes sense to chop it. If I look it up and it's like 2 inches, then guess what? It's not gonna get chopped. I'm not going through all that process for 2 inches.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Uh, but
Oh, way to keep it PG.
I did. Um, but yeah, so that's my thing, and I'm building it. I got a little distracted, and then I was building it some way else, or building it like somebody else, and it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, no, man, I'm building this for me, so it's gonna be my way. Yeah, that says, yeah, I know. Zach Parks has already told me I should chop mine. You should chop everything.
According to Zach.
So, Vinny, funny that you said 8 inches. When I was originally talking about it, I said I was gonna cut like 7 inches out, and everybody flamed me and said that that was way too much. So I'm hoping that when I get the seats in there and I sit in there, it's a good like 7 or 8 inches.
Um, we did do the mock-up of where you would sit, but that was more of how far back you're going to be sitting because
Well,
we
and
can't really.
yeah, the floor is gonna go up 4 inches, but I had a good like 9, 10 inches, so it should be a pretty good chop when it's done.
I feel like you're going to be laid back a little bit more too.
Hola, Kenny, what's going on, man? Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for joining. So yeah, that's like I said, once we get everything set up and figured out, the mock-up was a milk crate holding me forward with a boat seat
Yeah.
because that's what we had available.
Well, that's one of those things that we thought would look cool.
Nah, we're not going that drastic. Like I said, I still want to be able to drive it, and I still want to be able to put Ashley in it and her feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So still got to be able to see out of it.
And not just out of the roof.
Yeah, it's probably gonna end up with a sliding rag top, so I can see red lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only time it'll be open. I'm like the anti-Florida guy. Like, I don't roll my windows down.
No,
Like, you see
unless your
people,
AC is
like, cruising
broken.
down like, people cruising down the road with their windows down, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
The only time my windows are open is to let some of the hot air out because my
Mm-mm,
car's been sitting for too long.
no.
I crack it open, blast the AC for about a minute, and then I roll the windows up.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that car, I whenever you said 2-inch windshield, I knew you were talking about the Rolling Bones car. That car is ridiculous. There was a guy at Turkey last year that was sitting in his head with it was it 10 inches in the front and, like, 4 inches or 6 inches in the back?
Oh, the drastic.
So he was looking out the roof.
Mhm.
Um,
They are really badass, and the amount of, like,
yeah.
technique that needs to go into hitting that right angle all the way across the chop is crazy.
Anthony, with the detail specialist, he when he bought that car, it was chopped, like, I don't even think it was chopped in the rear. I think they just chopped it in the front and just
Pie cut it and
but then
just laid it down.
he evened it out.
Yeah.
Like, I think he went up 5 inches in the front to get it to, like,
Jeez.
a 6-inch chop or something, but yeah, that car turned out good though.
Dad did a Dodge Dakota tonneau cover. It's okay, it's about spelling, but it snaps all the way around and is removable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The top will probably never be open. Legacy offers, I think it's a 40 by 60 that they say it's for the sedan, and then they offer a 40 by 40 for
Mhm.
the coupe. I think I'm gonna run a coupe one just so I can slide it back just a smidgen so I can see red lights because I know
Yeah.
that sitting in the back seat, I'm not gonna be able to see red lights, even if it's not chopped.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool when it's done. I'm excited to see it,
Yeah.
or I'm excited to physically see it. I can see it in my head. Dreamed about it.
Now we gotta just put it to paper. Make it a reality.
Yes.
One step at a time.
Well,
Well,
before we hop off of here, I got a couple things I want to say. Uh, if you if you're a listener to the podcast or on these lives and you would like to come on, share your hot rod stories. Uh, Vinny's been on. Uh, Kenny's been on. Filthy's been on.
yeah,
That Ashley Boys lady, she's on every day.
she's crazy.
Uh, Cheryl Boys, that's my mama.
She's
Len
been on.
Boys has been on. Ken has been on.
Brighton's been
So
on.
Britton's been on, which is BP Customs.
Yep.
You're good, bud. You got to eat.
Sorry, I was late. It's all good.
So, but if you want to be on, holler at us. We'd love to hear your story.
Yep.
Um, I believe we found a t-shirt, hats. So if you'd be interested in some t-shirts, um, we have the one like Ashley is wearing tonight with the logo on the left titty and the QR code on the back. We'll probably do some of those. We may do a couple of the cars, uh, come up with some saying or something, drive your shit or something, But and then hats. Um, we did some pre-orders for those. We had a couple people that wanted them, which is fine. But since then we've grown a little bit. So if you'd like that, reach out. Let us know what you want to see. Um, Let us know some guests. If you don't want to come on and you can connect us with somebody that you think would be awesome, that would we will take any help we can get getting connected to people that want to tell their story. That's what this is all about. Trying to grow the community here, there, and everywhere.
Yep.
So we'll run back over the dates.
Yeah, I'll do it quickly. Don't forget about if you are in the Baton Rouge area, go to Ryland Strong Network. They're putting on the Cajuns for a Cause. It's the first annual benefit. It's this Saturday, the 22nd. So definitely go check them out if you're in the area because that is an awesome cause. Also we have our monthly cruise, July 21st. Details are still pending, but 10:30 Napa.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah. And then the Friday before that is the third Friday cruise in historic downtown Inverness from 5 to 8. We went last month. It was pretty cool show. So definitely go check that out. And then not just the 29th, but every Saturday from 1 to 11 in Old Town Kissimmee is the classic car show and cruise. And then you were saying,
Friday night. I don't. It probably doesn't start at 1 since it's on
yeah,
Friday, but that's the muscle car night. Yeah, man. Send him our. Vinny says he'll talk to his buddy. He's helped a lot with his build.
heck
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Send him our way.
yeah,
And anybody, if you got a business and you want to come promote your business, um, whether it's car related business or if you're just a car guy with a business,
mhm,
come on. We'll let you push it.
yeah.
We won't ask for much. We won't ask for anything for the episode, but if you like what we're doing and you want to support, come on. With that being said, guys, get out and drive your shit.
See ya.
Thursday, tune in.